Right, this is UFC 312 recap and breakdown. We'll start off with Quillan Salkield. I don't really know how to pronounce that. Versus Anshul Jubilee. He killed him in like 20 seconds. Not much to say. Caught him with a right hand. I think he fit in the jab to the body. Came up the top with the right hand, knocked him down. I know people have been moaning about the stoppage. A lot of Indians been moaning about it, but it wasn't a bad stoppage. Jubilee literally curled up into a fetal position. That's not a good sign. And he probably got pounded into the shadow realm within about 5 strikes. So, good stoppage, I thought it was. I thought it was a great stoppage. Jubilee's not good. Didn't hit cut him. But I don't think they will because he's their only Indian fighter. But I think they should cut him, get some regional fights in there, and then bring him back. I didn't watch these two. Kobe Thickness versus Alexander Topuria. It was a good fight. It was a great fight. It was a little bit boring. Topuria's output isn't that good. He doesn't really throw much. He's like I know his brother Ilya is similar to that, but he still throws far more than Alexander. Kobe looked good at times, I guess. The second round, I thought he took the second round. I thought this was a pretty mediocre performance, but it was a short notice replacement. I'm pretty sure, and it's only Topuria's 7th fight. He needs just some more experience. People just because he's Topuria, his brothers, people expect him to be world class, but Topuria's one of a kind. But yeah, it was a good performance. He knocked Kobe down in the first round, I believe. Slammed him on his head in the first round as well. He looked really good in the first round, but second round, his output started to slow down a lot more, and he started to get tagged up a bit. I thought Kobe took the second round. Kobe was doing well with his kicks, but Topuria blocked them all. I've seen a lot of people moaning about, how did Topuria land more strikes? That's wrong. Topuria's blocking 90% of Kobe's shots. But Topuria, he's good. He's got good ground game, good striking. He's got good power. He's very well rounded. He's got good defense as well. I thought his head movement looked good. He was blocking, like I said. He was blocking most of Kobe's kicks. And then in the third round, he just held him down most of the fight. It was a good performance. It wasn't super dominant. It wasn't like an amazing performance, but Topuria's first fight in the UFC wasn't good. Ilya Topuria's brother. What am I saying? Ilya Topuria's first fight in the UFC wasn't that good either. So you can never judge him by this one. Next, Wang Kong versus Bruno Brazil. A good fight. Wang Kong dominated this fight. Every second of the fight, she won. Bruno Brazil couldn't really do much. I was very surprised at that. Bruno Brazil looked amazing in the last fight. I thought she could have won this. I thought she'd do a lot better. I was honestly picking her to win. I thought Wang Kong looked terrible in her last performance, but maybe she was just overly confident. But Wang Kong in this fight looked amazing. She dominated every second, outstruck her. Kept throwing like a lead body kick. I don't know what it's called. It was I forgot the name of it, but every time Bruno's will try to come forward, she'd kick her back. Was chewing up her legs, chewing up her thighs with the leg kick. Amazing performance. That's far better than the last performance. Great improvement. I think in her last fight it was just her confidence was she got too confident. That's what I mean to say. But yeah, amazing performance this time. Tom Nolan versus Vyacheslav Borshev. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Vyacheslav Well, that's how I say it. Vyacheslav Borshev. It's an odd name, but um, versus Tom Nolan. Tom Nolan looked really good in this fight. Striking looked good. His ground game looked good. Um, it was a close fight at times, but I thought it was a clear win for Tom Nolan. Um, yeah, Vyacheslav. I don't know where he got his kickboxing pedigree from. People be saying he's like some kickboxing world champ. I can't find any of his fights on Tapology, so there must have been like a high level organization he fought in. But man, people what's the word? They overestimate his striking. They hype up his striking ability. You know, they say, oh, he's a world champion kickboxer, whatever, blah blah. But he's not that good striking wise. I really don't know. Like, I need to find his fights. I'm gonna look for it after this. And check out some of his kickboxing fights. But I can't find any of his fights on Tapology. So, like I said, it must be a pretty like a low tier organization. But man, you can't be getting knocked down by Chase Hooper. Like what? You're a world champion kickboxer and you're getting knocked down. Like, jeez, man. I really think his striking's overrated. But Tom Nolan looked great in this fight. I think it was the last round. He kept lying on his back. He wouldn't get up. I don't know why the referee didn't split him. But Vyacheslav just looked so stupid. He kept on going in, getting hit with an up kick. Right, couldn't do much on the ground. He'd get back up, and then he'd do the exact same thing over again. Stupid, but Tom Nolan looked really good. Great performance by him. Yeah, good win. Jack Jenkins versus Gabriel Santos. This was a good fight. First round, Jenkins knocked him down. I think it was a head kick. And that was literally the only moment he had in this fight. Gabriel dominated him on the ground. He couldn't really do much on the ground. Let's take a look. Yeah, he got knocked down in the first round. Wait, what was that? How long was his control time? Does it not say control time on here? That's pretty shit. Oh well, he dominated him on the ground. Great win, you know. I think he had Charlie Ellis in his corner. Yeah, I think Oliveira was in his corner. But yeah, great ground game. Jenkins couldn't really do much on the ground against him. Like I said, he knocked him down the first round, but that's about all he did. Yeah, pretty decent fight. This fight. I didn't even watch this fight. I have genuinely not a care in the world about this fight. How is this on the main card? You could have put any of these other fights on the main card. Topuria or Wang Kong, even the Borshev fight. I don't know why they have this fight here. Boring fight. I'm not even going to talk about it. This was a really good fight. This is funny. Rodolfo is just a tank. First round, I thought he was about to get finished. Somehow brings it back. And starts piecing up Jimmy Crute in the second and third round. They were both gassed, but Bellato was just destroying his legs. But in the first round, he's just terrible in the first round. It's like he's same in this last fight. When he fought Ihor Peteria, I swear down, he knocked him down in the first round or something. But Peteria was looking like he was going to win, and then Bellato reversed it and ended up winning. He's like, he gets whooped and then brings it back. He gasses his opponents out by getting battered. I genuinely, he baffles me how this guy is well, I know he didn't win this fight, but how he's doing actually well. Yeah, man, it's so entertaining though. This is, in my opinion, the funnest fight in the card. I know the Cody Steele fight was supposedly really good, but I missed that one by accident. But yeah, fun fight. I love this fight. I don't really know who either should fight next. This is a weird draw. Maybe to give Jimmy Crute like a Vitor Petrino, give Rodolfo Jacoby, or I don't even know, man. But yeah, that was a funny fight. Um, yeah, man. Next one, Justin Tafa versus Talison Teixeira. Um, yeah, he went out there. You know, not much to say really. He got in the clinch, elbowed, broke his nose, and Tafa went down. Um, I don't even think it was like he stunned or anything. It was probably he broke his nose so bad, Tafa just wanted out. I thought Tafa was going to win this, but you know, I mean, Tafa usually doesn't struggle with these types of fighters. And Teixeira, I was watching his fights. He's good, but he can get defensively immature and leaves himself open sometimes. I thought Tafa would knock him out, but it was a great performance. Yeah, went out there. It was a weird fight though. I mean, performance of the night. That's a bit of a push. It's not like he like brutally KO'd him. He elbowed his nose in and he went down. He basically just, as soon as his nose got broken, I don't blame him. Like, that was a bad break. His nose was mush. But he went down after that. He just wanted out. But yeah, I still don't think that's performance of the night. Give it to like Zhang Weili or like Dricus. But yeah, man, great performance from Talson Teixeira. A lot better than I thought he'd be. I thought he'd be quite a overrated fighter. I thought he'd come out here. You know, everyone's hyping up some new heavyweight. You know, he's I wouldn't say athletic because he's skinny fat, but he's tall. You know, he's a prospect. I'm pretty sure he's quite young. You know, but he went out there and he got a good win over Justin Tafa. Right, Zhang Weili versus Tatiana Suarez. Tatiana is terrible. After the first round, she couldn't do anything. She took Zhang down in the first round. Kept her down most of the first round, I believe. I think Zhang reversed or got up and took her down or something. But first round was Tatiana's, and then every other round, Zhang just dominated. I don't know what round it was, but she rocked her with a big right hand in one of the rounds. Zhang. Yeah, Tatiana just looked terrible after the first round. She shot probably the worst takedown I've ever seen in my entire life. Somehow she almost got it as well. I was baffled at that. She must be pretty strong. Because she literally shot a takedown halfway across the octagon, right? About 10 meters away from Zhang. And somehow managed to almost get it. But, I mean, yeah, terrible performance from Tatiana. You know, she's not been that consistent. But I think I think she had some health issues. I'm not too sure, but she hasn't fought that much, and that's probably the main reason. Her last fight was Jessica Andrade, who was like, that was like a year and a half ago, I think. But yeah, Zhang's, you know, it's not like she's fighting some. It's not like Tatiana's losing to some like mediocre fighter. I mean, Zhang's the best in the world. I don't see anybody beating Zhang, in the strawweight division. I think Zhang's best option is to go up after this. I mean, she's strawweight goat. Yeah, man, she's just too good. She's got amazing wrestling, good striking, good cardio. Her chin can be little bit, and her defense a little bit iffy at times, but she's still winning. Yeah, man, the best option is to go up, try and get the double champ status. But great performance. I mean, how was she an underdog in this fight? This is the odds, the betting odds in the MMA/UFC is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. How is Zhang the underdog in this fight when she's had like 2 title defenses and Tatiana's fought like twice in the past 5 years? It baffles me, man. I don't know why I didn't put a bet on that. Right, next fight. This is the one I want to talk about. Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland. Amazing performance from Dricus. I mean, what else to say? Clear win. I think he took it 5-0. He took every round in this. I mean, Listen, Strickland's problem is he doesn't have that grit. You know, that people like Drickus have. You know, that people like Alex Pereira have that grit to get through the hard times in the fights. Before this fight, I knew his mind wasn't properly in it when he started blaming the last fight, his last loss, on his cut. And he was blaming it on a headbutt, even though it was a elbow. And he's saying, "This fight, I won't have blood in my eye." Blah blah blah. I'm like, you can't blame him because you don't know what's going to happen in the next fight. First round, he could get hit with straight in the clinch, hit with an elbow, cut again. You can't be blaming it on that. You've got to, grit through them things, and that's simply what lost him the fight. He was losing before he got cut. His nose got broken, sorry. But Drickus did really well at just shutting down every aspect of Sean's game. He didn't even. I think he shot one takedown. Strickland defended it, but he didn't need takedowns. Yeah, man. Drickus looks so good in this. Every time Sean started to get started, like I said, Drickus would shut it down. But he did a really good job. Every time Sean wanted to start to come forward and started jabs, Drickus would push him back. He jab to the body or he'd throw a kick. Like, Plessis' fight IQ is either shit or he's really smart. There's no between. Like when he fought Tavares, somehow goes to a decision with Brad Tavares, and then chokes out Adesanya. He looked awful in his last two fights before the Robert Whittaker fight, and then knocks out Robert Whittaker. It baffles me. Drickus is the most weird fighter I've ever seen. But I think he should fight Hamzat next. I think he beats Hamzat. Drickus is just amazing. I mean, you never would have. If you asked me 2 years ago, he said to me, just before the Robert fight, he said to me, "Will, Drickus is going to go out there. He's going to knock out Robert Whittaker, and he's going to batter Sean, win the belt, and then he's going to choke out Adesanya, and then he's going to batter Sean again." I'd have been like, "You're waffling, mate. There's no way that would happen." But it has. Drickus has improved so much in these last couple of years. It's honestly so impressive. He needs that double chance, that chance at double champ if he beats Hamza, which I think he does. But yeah, man, like I said before, great performance from Sean. Jeez, what am I saying? Terrible performance from Sean, and great performance from Drickus. Shut down every time Sean tried to come forward with his jab and his teeps. Sean literally could not do anything against Drickus. Also, let me mention this: Sean is such an overrated striker. People make out as if he's like this amazing boxer. I don't know what he does when he throws that overhand. It's even worse than Drickus' overhand. It's not like he's turning. He's like, I genuinely don't know what he's doing. He throws he'll come in and then he'll duck down and throw this swinging overhand. It's not like it's like a proper overhand that Drickus throws. It's this shit swingy overhand. Oh, it's awful. But Strickland looked awful. But yeah, great performance from Drickus. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I think Drickus needs to fight, like I said, Hamzat. Sean, give him a Kaya Borohau next, maybe he's or Adesanya rematch. Nah. Give him a Kaya Borohau after this. Yeah. Right, that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe. If you want to debate anything, feel free to comment. And yeah, hope you enjoyed.